I suggest that every single individual out there that wants to do something better with their life, they give this task a go. I don't know if you can see it there. I've just done a letter to the younger version of me. Now, the reason why I suggest that people do this is because you may have certain blocks in life where you feel like nothing is working out, or you're controlled by fear, you're controlled by doubt, and you're scared. My clients, when they come to me, one of the first things that they have to do, I think it's on week 2, is they have to do this. They have to write a letter to the younger version of them, and I need you to apologize for everything. Because whether you know this or not, you currently hate yourself. And the reason I know that is because I spent years hating myself and feeling so disconnected from who I was. When I was a child, there was abuse, and then I went to school, and then I was massively bullied at school, at junior school that was. Then I went on to secondary school, and then it got worse. And I abandoned this child. Like, I literally abandoned this guy. You know, I started becoming more boisterous. I started becoming like I didn't care. And I was just putting on this massive front for the world. And I was just abandoning his values and his traits. Like, nice, caring, loyal, loving person. But where I had so much rejection at school, whether it be from friendship groups or whatever it might be, it just molded me into someone that just went into the most chaotic life. And I actually abandoned who this beautiful child was, you know, instead of just being authentic to who he was, you know, loving, caring, amazing little boy that just wanted to have fun. But I always never stayed true to that. I always tried to be someone I wasn't. I always tried to fit in. Yeah, it probably served me in some places, but in other places it didn't. And I think we forget who we are. Like, I generally forget. We get to maybe in our 20s or 30s and we actually forget who we are. The world has just swallowed us up. We've been brainwashed by social media or wanting a missus and staying in situations longer than we need to. Like, do you know how much abuse I put this child through by staying in situations longer than I needed to in order to just feel loved, or people pleasing, or going above and beyond and actually becoming unstuck? It's brutal. And I'll be honest, I just cried. I had a bit of worship music on, and I'm just sat there and I'm just looking at that little boy there, and I'm just like, man, I'm sorry. Like, I am so sorry that I took you down that path. Now, it's not all been negative. My personality that I molded into actually got me into the right rooms, and I went down the path I went down in order for me to be able to do the job that I do now. But just take a minute. Like, lads, I don't care how hard or boisterous or type of Jack the lad you are not anything until you can sit opposite that younger version of you. I've had people in prison in tears. I've had, like, gangsters that I've worked with in tears. Like, I've had the most external, like, on the external, they look the most brutal, but when they've done something like this, they have been broken down. And anyone online that says any of this type of stuff is waffle, yeah, like, let me tell you this now. Some of the biggest people in the space, in the self-development space, are the most insecure. Anyone that pushes problems to one side, anyone that doesn't tell you to look inwards, it's all external. Gym, you know, read books, do. It's very rare you actually see anyone online telling you to go inwards. And that's because they're absolutely petrified of what they're going to see and what they're going to feel. And this is why no one sits in silence. I spend the majority of my day in silence and very isolated. But when you come inwards, you find out who you truly are. So if you're watching this and you feel blocked, or you feel like you've got doubt, fear, worry, guilt, shame, all of these emotions coming to the surface, and you feel you could be getting more out of life, but you don't quite know how to start the journey of you bettering yourself, just get a photo of the younger version of you up And I just started typing. I just put, hello, little man. And I was in silence for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes before that. And I got into a state of calmness, and then I just started writing. And it's freeing. It's literally freeing. So I recommend you give this a go. Get yourself in a nice headspace, have a little coffee, put on a little bit of music, and give it a go. But you are currently walking through life disconnected from yourself. Maybe you don't feel worthy of the life that you want. Maybe you don't feel confident. Maybe you feel a little bit lost. Go back to where it all started. All right, go back to the little kid. I'm pretty sure he's got chocolate all over his t-shirt there. Go back to where it all started and just start typing. Remember what you can as a child, and then just start to focus on them values. And remember, you was once a kid that didn't have a care in the world, that just wanted to be happy, that wanted to laugh, that wanted to joke, scream, shout, give your mum a cuddle, give your dad a cuddle, fight with your sibling. You was once that person. But it's not until we start going to nursery and we start going to school that other people's opinions and stuff start moulding us into someone that we're not. You know, think about it. When you're a kid, you don't care, right? That's why it says in the Bible, be like a child or you'll never enter the kingdom of heaven. And then when you get to an OAP, you have that you have that energy of like, I just don't care anymore. So why in the middle bit, in the in-between bit, do we not just live as the children we once were? You know, so really start to focus on that and start to be kind to yourself. Like, I am so hard on myself, and I have to bring myself back into reality sometimes and be like, I'm the only one causing this on me. All right, give this a go. Got any questions, put them in the comment section. But yeah, sending you love, big love. Melia Movement, baby.